And what is up, guys? Technicals here. How many shekels did I make for the month of October 2024? That is with crypto mining. We're going to take a look at that here today and my thoughts and strategies moving forward into the latter portion of the year. On the Technicals, let's get into it. Before that, this video brought to you by the Anchor Solix series, portable power stations and battery backup. If you're like me, my power goes out a couple times a year, and especially if a major weather event comes through. That's why I got one of these Anchors, because I don't want to get out the generator, put the gasoline in it. It's loud, it's noisy, it's messy, it's heavy. I got this Anchor. It comes from a reputable company that's been around forever. They've been making batteries for a long time. Many of these battery backups are rated for thousands of duty cycles. I have the F1200. It's rated for 3,000 cycles, which means I can charge and discharge it every single day, and it would last 8.25 years. You can also charge it with solar panels, so that's cool too. And yeah, I guess you could run crypto miners too. If you're a middle-aged man with a family, it's your duty to make sure that if the power goes out, you get everybody back online as soon as possible. Check out the Anchor Solix series using my link in the description below. And once again, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Taking a look at October 2024, everything was down. I'm not gonna like tease you and string you along here with what I got. I ended up making 934. My profit was 209. I'm the Technical. See you next time. No, wait. Come on, it's tough out here. It's tough out here for a pimp. The YouTube my AdSense account has got tumbleweeds floating across it, so stick it out a little bit for me. So going through my farm, I've got a small at-home mining operation if you're new to the channel. So the overwhelming majority came from ASICs. That's not a big surprise. I only keep one GPU rig, and to be honest, you know, if I turned it off, it wouldn't make that much of a difference anyway. Most of my revenue coming from ASIC. So my K7, my CKB, my Nervous miner actually slightly nudged up for the month. I noticed some of the yields on CKB were going up, probably people turning off or whatever, I don't know. Caspa, again, it's one overclock KSO Ultra, good for 200 Caspa, so that's another 21 bucks. How much it costs to run, I don't know, I have to do the math on it, but it's, you know, probably close to 21 bucks. The Alephium miner, the AL0, courtesy of K1 Pool. We're going to take a look at that a little bit deeper to see if it made sense to buy the coin versus mine the coin, as I've been tracking every month as well. Nice hash Bitcoin, had some ancillary, you know, spillover, failover pool activity there, good for about $16. One Monero block hit on the X5 this month. Not the luckiest month, and I'm thinking that I might turn on my CPU miners and just point them to CPU mining Monero solo to kind of help my my K5 along. So when I switched and moved back into a GPU mining rig, I put out a video a couple videos ago where I went back into just making a GPU rig instead of all these salad rigs. I was like, yeah, I'll put all my CPU miners back on CPU mining. I just never turned them back on because there's nothing to go for. I was like, okay, hunky-dory, let's go and see what the most profitable thing to mine is. And I looked and I was like, do I really feel like doing that? No, I don't. I didn't. So they've all been off the whole time. Salad, I still got like a $100 balance in there. I haven't cashed out yet. This machine behind me still runs on Salad, and I think it's making like 50 cents on average. I actually have two Salad rigs running. The 8700G and this with the 3080 Ti back here. I think it averages between 50 cents and $1 a day. So it's basically nothing. And my GPU rig, which is 5 4070s and the CMP 100-210 and a 2080 Ti and a 1080 Ti and a partridge and a pear tree. Good for only 5074 in Aleo USD equivalent worth of Aleo this month. Now, I know I was in the beginning, I was hot to trot. I was hot and bothered for Aleo. Price not do so good. You know, it was like kissing $6 there. Now it's $1.17. So it's way down, but you know, I see people on Twitter like, oh, it's over for Aleo. Aleo's rugging, it's over. Yeah, it went nowhere. It's done. Y'all people are so quick to just turn off on stuff, and I'm not an Aleo maximus. I'm a minimalist on everything. But still, like, I just can't help but think, like, you know, Bitmain's developing an ASIC for this thing. It's got all these big names behind it. Coinbase immediately lists it. It bought its way into a top coin status. I don't think it's just going to flutter off into nothing. I think there's been way too much development into it, too much sunken cost for them to. It's not like one of these Bitcoin talk forum shit coins that crop up and then people jump in and then the person rugs immediately or the developers leave or whatever. Like, yeah, they didn't invest any time into this, but Aleo's got so much time invested behind it, so many big names behind it. I just don't see them allowing it to fail or at least not make it to the next bull run. That's not financial advice. I'm a big dodo, but with Aleo, with the price down pretty low, like, don't do what I do, okay? I bought more Aleo because, you know, again, I don't believe in any project, but I think that there are some projects that are likely to go back up. You know, Bitcoin, one of them. Monero probably, but just not by a huge X factor. Bitcoin not by a huge X factor. But I think Aleo's got at least a 5-10x in it. But again, that's just me. I'll probably lose my ass. But if I don't, then rest assured I'll be on here. See, I told you so. I am so smart. I am the smartest person. SMRT. Aleo went to the moon, and I called it. Anyway, going through, all said, 934.08 for the month. My power cost, $7.25. And that gives me a $2.09 profit. That means I generated 9 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm floating everything. I'm holding on to it. And I told myself that when the next bull run comes around, the only thing I will keep, I mean, assuming I know when the bull run is at peak, let's just assume that I'm going to sell it at the top. I told myself I'm only interested in ever keeping 1 Bitcoin, and that's it. And so when I retire, or I've somehow made enough money through other things to where 1 Bitcoin is just insignificant to me, then maybe I'll sell it. But that's my rule. I'll only ever keep 1 Bitcoin. Everything else just goes out the door. I don't care about it because I'm not trying to, you know, I don't know that I believe in a future utopian society where everyone's paying for everything in Bitcoin, and having 4/6 thousandths of a Bitcoin can buy you a private island. So that's kind of my strategy with that. But that's boring. Let's look at the Alephium thing. Oh my, I gotta sync my wallet, dude. Oh, I just want to get this over with. All right, I'll just sit here and wait for 9 days until it syncs up. Actually, it doesn't take that long to sync up. I'm being a queen over this. All right, what's an Alephium worth? Am I still recording? Oh, I'm still recording. Alephium is $1.13. This times this. So that's equals this minus this. So negative that many money. So I am down 55% off JBTCing. And for mining, how many days is that? 43 days times 13. All right, so 0.18 times 43. I burned 774 in power. I don't know what this is. 27.2. Should have labeled this up. Am I phoning it in or what? This is why I like the bear market, dude. This is why I like it, because you can do what you want. It's fun. Bull market comes around, you like, oh yeah, I gotta say these things. Oh yeah, this to the moon. Yep. Cryptocurrency is the future. Yep. That's not fun. This is fun. Oh, that's the amount of Alephium I mined. I've mined about 55 Alephium at $1.13. All right, so JBTCing, when I bought the miner at the same time, a JBTC'd, I've lost $160. But by mining, I have made $54. But if the price of Alephium goes up back to where it was, then, I mean, JBTCing in this instance, obviously right now, it did not make sense. If I really needed to sell out right now, it did not make sense. But what do we think Alephium's price is going to? I don't know. I'm not about to. This is not rhetorical. Please, someone tell me. So that is the skinny for October 2024. That's how much I made with my at-home crypto mining machines. Love to know what you're doing and how you're performing. Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TheTechnicals. See you next time.